Do you ever dream of waking up above the clouds, but you're still only 10 minutes away from downtown Boulder? Well, today I'm going to walk you through Pinebrook Hills, the neighborhood that is in central West Boulder, and it could be the perfect spot, a little slice of mountain paradise. I'm Michael with Lovato Properties, and I'm basically a go-to lifestyle nerd and real estate expert here in town, helping people find the dream spot. Let's dive into what makes Pinebrook Hills special. So first things first, where exactly are we? Well, that's a great question. If you know Boulder and you know North Broadway and Linden, well, you're starting off on the right spot. You're gonna head west up Linden and you just climb. Yeah, realistically, we're going from about 5,000 feet above sea level to about 6,000 and above. So you go straight up. Yes, you're gonna ask, do I need good tires in the winter? Absolutely. You are going to want snow tires in the winter, but again, that's part of the charm. Bring your patience and your good driving skills because these roads twist and turn. However, the cool aspect of it is that truly most residents here in Pinebrook Hills will say that you're 6 to 8 minutes from your house to Linden and Broadway. Once you're there, 5-10 minutes to everything that Boulder has to offer. So that's our orientation. This is also kind of a self-contained segment where you can drop down Bow Mountain Wagon Wheel Gap to get to North Broadway, or as I said, Linden straight into town. So as you can tell, this place just feels different. And here's why. You are close to town, but you're really in the mountains. At night, you can see the stars. You can just feel that you are in a mountain town, a mountain community. Also, access to nature is really great here. I'm standing on what most runners know as the Bow Mountain Loop. So you can come in and just run up and do this loop on this dirt road and then drop back down on Linden. It's really a challenging running loop, but it's awesome. Also, on the other side of Pinebrook Hills, you have access to drop down into Sanitas and Lion's Lair, secret access there for locals. But you also have the ability to get right over to Batasso. So the trail access here is pretty unique. And again, if we drop down one of the sides here off North Cedarbrook Road, you actually get right into the top of Wonderland Lake Trail. So there's a lot of nice little access points here for nature. If we talk specifically about the types of homes you're going to see in this area, well, that is a big, broad answer because you do have homes that are still starting like just over $1 million, 1.1, 1.3, and your classic 1970s kind of 2,000 square foot home, very traditional, still an acre to 3 acres, but those homes are also still here and they're surrounded by other upgrades. So depending on the home and the lot, they escalate all the way up to 6, 8, 10 million for some homes that have just incredible views, all of the plains, Boulder, Denver, and beyond. So those homes obviously have been remodeled, redone since the original kind of historical homes here that came in the 60s and 70s. So this subdivision was first created in the late 50s, early 60s when people were seeing Boulder grow and they were craving space, tranquility, and that mountain vibe. So at first, people were coming up here and digging their own wells, but then they wised up and the community now has a reservoir and its own water source, its own water district. So that's pretty cool. But also what you'll see here, because you've come right up high in elevation, the lots tend to have really expansive views. That was what they were asked after. That was the history here. Now, I'll ask you this. Are you the type of person that wants that walk to the coffee shop vibe? Or are you more of a chill on your deck and watch the sunrise or the sunset up in the mountains? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know who's watching and what you'd like to see more of. So let's talk pros and cons of this area. Well, it's not for everyone, for sure. If you're looking for unmatched views, quiet privacy, large lots, and also just that far away but close in vibe, well, those are pros you'll find in Pinebrook Hills. And then the cons. Well, there are some drawbacks. I will say this, you do have to pay attention to fire mitigation. You'll want to get wildlife partners out here, check it out, make sure that you're fire safe. That's for your own safety and for your insurance. So that's one con. Also, the weather, when it hits hard. These roads can get slick with snow, with ice, with water. So you got to be prepared for that. That is something that you don't want to overlook. And then also, it's not as convenient. I am saying 6 minutes away, but you still have to drive those twisty roads every day. So if you're wanting to just pop into the grocery store, you've got to plan for that. Also, not super walkable for families, kids trying to find their friends. It's not that type of neighborhood. And then this one. This will be a pro and a con. You decide. The wildlife. Yes, you will see bears walking through your driveway, walking through your backyard. You'll also possibly see mountain lions. If you don't see them, they're seeing you. Also, foxes, deer, you've got wild turkeys, and then of course just all the standard stuff, raccoons and squirrels, but they're everywhere. So, pro or con, you decide. The wildlife. So I had some clients reach out a couple years ago. They were relocating from the East Coast, wanted to be in Boulder, had family here, but the goal was to be super quiet and convenient. We found them a home here in Pinebrook Hills, and let me tell you, at first they were just thinking, I'll never leave. This is unbelievable. And then they made their home even better. They kept upgrading, updating, and now they entertain, they interact with this amazing and tight-knit community here. They just love it. So 3 years down the road, they are calling this possibly their forever home. So who is this neighborhood right for? Well, again, if you're a work from home person, perfect. If you're a retiree, perfect. Even if it's a second home, perfect. But it also suits those folks who want to raise a family in a quiet mountain environment, but still have all that easy access to Boulder. So I'll tell you this, if you're looking for more information on Pinebrook Hills or any of Boulder's awesome neighborhoods, I'm Michael with Lovato Properties. I'd love to take you around, tour you about, and show you what we've got here in town. Just DM me or give me a shout.